Oh, oh, I thought the batteries were in. Oops. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Barney. So anyone that knows me knows that Kamen Rider Zero-One is one of the most important things to me. It's one of my favorite TV series of all time, and I watched it with a really good friend, and it just helped me to learn more about myself as I was going through a lot at the time that like it was airing, both spiritually and just I related to a lot of things that were going on top of the characters being wonderful. I mean, Izu is one of my favorite characters of all time. Aruto and Fua and Yua towards the end. Like I love a lot about Zero-One, and in turn, I love Kamen Rider Zero-Two. For me, Kamen Rider Zero-Two represented a fresh new start, a brand new insight into hope and dreams, take off towards a dream. You know, well, that wasn't related to Zero-Two, but you know what I mean. Like Zero-Two is like my beacon of hope. I have never owned a Zero-Two figure. I always wanted to. A lot of them are like really expensive, but like I've never owned a figure or any sort of representation for Zero-Two. Now I do have one for Zero-One that's over here that I think it's weird, but this is my Zero-One figure, and I've had this for a good long while now. I think it's been like a year, almost 2 years, and I got this in a Barnes & Noble that was relatively near where I live. And one, it was just strange that they were selling Kamen Rider figures at all. I didn't know Barnes & Noble did that, but this is where this is from. I don't remember the brand or just like who made it, but it's a really nice figure. I know the antenna up here are a little bit bent, but this is Rising Hopper, and it looks really, really good. It's like they pulled the actor right out of the screen. It's very beautiful, and I love it a lot. It's just a statue. It doesn't move at all, but I'm very happy with my Rising Hopper. It's a little dusty. It's very dusty because it's been sitting on a shelf, but it's wonderful to me. So this is my Zero-One figure. Now, when I got these two, so of course, as you saw the title, I'm unboxing Zero-Two figures. They're right here. When I got these figures, I got two of them. I have two figures. I think one represents Aruto, the other represents Izu. They're both Zero-Two figures. I got them from a seller that was selling them both together for a lot cheaper than what people normally sell one of them for. And I immediately had to jump on it. I thought that they were going to be the same brand and company as this one that made this Zero-One figure. I don't think that's the case anymore because this box looks kind of small. I could be completely wrong. Maybe they're just broken apart and you have to put them together. But this box is kind of small. I remember the box for the other one being bigger, but I don't know. We'll see. I've only seen these figures in the photos, and they were not opened, so I think these are brand new, which I'm really excited for. Cool. Ooh. Maybe this is the same brand, but just smaller? I don't know. Let me show you guys what I'm looking at. Look at that. Look at that. Look at them. Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna take them out. We're gonna look at both of them. Can I just say, I used to open figures and just unboxings back when Kamen Rider Drive was airing, Ghost was airing back in 2015, 2016, that kind of thing, on one of my old tokusatsu channels. And I was in high school, and just the smell of like new tokusatsu stuff is very specific, and I remember it. I haven't done this in a long time, and just the whiff of these was very nostalgic for me. It's very strange. I hope people know what I'm talking about. Okay, we're just gonna take a look at them one by one. So firstly, we have this one, which looks to be Aruto. So look at that. There's my Christmas tree in the background. Isn't that neat? There's so much glare. Oh my gosh. So already, as you can see, very clearly like not the same, but that's okay. So there's Aruto, and on the side we got more pictures of Zero-Two, and then on the back it kind of looks like you know the Detail of Heroes books where they had the pictures of the different suits and everything. That's kind of what this box is reminding me of, and it kind of looks like a figure art, just more, I guess, realistic. And then there's right at the top, it says Heroes Brave statue figure, Kamen Rider Zero-Two. Okay, so look, so it says Hiden Aruto version. Very interesting. Jaya Puraizu. So this must be like a lottery prize, or just like a something prize. I don't know. Bandai Spirits. And there's the bottom. Eiyu Yuzo Kamen Rider Zero-Two Hiden Aruto version. Cool. Okay, well I definitely want to keep the packaging, so I'm gonna Be very careful about that. Very nice packaging. Literally nothing can get through this. Okay. Okay, so it is split apart. It's smaller still, but... So what we got? What we got? Alrighty, I decided on a better angle so you can see me and what I'm doing. Alrighty. So, I'm sitting here gripping this thing like it's gonna break apart, dude. So, we've got Zero-Two right here. Headless, but that's okay. Look at... Actually, let me put the head on so it looks better when I start describing how good it looks. Okay, it looks like a little stand right here. Very nice. And then here is the head. I want to be very careful because riders with antenna on their helmet are very fragile. So you got to be careful because they will bend very easily. And we just place that right on top. Is it? Can I move it? No, not really. That's okay. Wow. Look at... It's already bent. That's okay. Look at that. Look at that. I'm going to have better close-ups that'll be on the screen, but that is wonderful. That's beautiful. You can actually see the compound eyes that are in there. They really modeled the eyes, and that's very beautiful. The hands are very like a metallic red along with the gloves. Nice fluorescent yellow. I love that. I can see the only thing that wasn't really painted was the driver, which is fine. It looks fine even just without it. The legs are a little bit pliable. I prefer that actually. That's very, very cool. Wow. I have an Aruto Zero-Two figure now. I love that. It's exactly as good as I thought it was going to look. So here's the Zero-One. As you can see, they're very, the size difference is very apparent, but I love this a lot. This is something you can't really get around. Riders with antenna on their helmet, they're never really going to be in a state where you can just prevent it from being warped in some way. This one was warped in the packaging, and this one appears to be the same way. So I'm expecting Izu to also be a little bit warped, but this is a very, very nice figure. Paint apps exactly where they need to be. I have nothing else to... Again, Zero-One is one of my favorite things in this world, and this means so much to me. Okay, time for Izu. All right, so here's Zero-Two Izu. At the top it says Kamen Rider Zero-Two Izu version, spelled correctly. I like this. So the box art, as you can see, it's Zero-Two, and of course it's Izu, but it's posed and framed like it's from the movie, which it is. But I like that they added that detail. She's in like the church from the movie, where she morphed for the first time, which is very, very nice. We got poses of Zero-Two on the side. On the back is exactly the same, just like the same as the first one, and more photos on the side. Standard bottom, and here are the two boxes right next to each other. Very, very, very nice. I'm really excited to have these two like posed. I'm going to pose them next to the driver, just because that's where they should be. Kamen Rider Gitsu. Really? Hold on. There's a little blurb here that mentions Kamen Rider Gitsu. So this must have been made this year, 2022. Somewhat recently these were made because it says Geats and it's mentioning Geats. That's very interesting. Okay, I would have thought these came out a lot earlier because the Zero-One movie was what, 2020? Something like that. I don't remember. Yeah, it had to have been 2020 because that's when the pandemic pushed it back. So, like December or something. There's Izu with no head. Here's to hoping that the antenna is not warped. Please, please don't be warped. They are warped ever so slightly. Oh, that's not terrible, though. That's not terrible. If anything, it adds a bit of a distinction between her and Aruto. I love it already. Okay. So there's Izu. Wow. Wow. Look at that. I have an Izu figure now. I think the thing was, I always wanted an Izu figure where it was Izu herself. As opposed to Zero-Two, and then I would get Zero-Two eventually later. But now just having one where it's very clearly Zero-Two is very, very nice. I'm glad that Toei essentially gave in and said, yes, Zero-Two is Izu. You know, Aruto has Rising Hopper, Aruto has Realizing Hopper, Izu has Zero-Two, and that is her from anything else. Like, from now on, she is Zero-Two, and I love that a lot. You can see, just like with Aruto, the compound eyes are there, and very pretty. Did they actually... Where did I put him? Okay, never mind. I thought, for some reason, I thought they didn't paint the rider symbol, or jewel on the front, but they did on the other one. As you can see, the Zero-Two driver is not painted as well on this one either, but that is a very, very minor detail. Other than that, it's exactly as beautiful as the Aruto version. I mean, really, they didn't really have to do too much. It's just a different pose. It's the same figure, but just a different pose. So if they did end up messing this up in some way, it would have to be them trying because there's not really much to mess up with this because it's just so great. And you got the metallic silver, the metallic red, like everything is so nice. Just like with the Aruto version, I didn't point this out, but the little marks on the suit, everything is perfectly molded and they're textured. So you have that sort of bumpy feel of like, not fabric, but there's a very bumpy texture on the legs and on the arms that you see on the suit, and I think that's really nice. These are just really nice to hold. They have like a little teeny bit of like heft to them, and I love when figures have like weight because it makes them feel more valuable, and these definitely do. These feel not fragile, but like you really want to like take care of them, and I appreciate that a lot. I love these. I also noticed these aren't painted, the little shoulder pads, but that's okay. Wow. I'm sorry. I keep gushing. I'm just very excited to own Zero-Two figures. It makes me very happy. I've always wanted something for Zero-Two aside from the driver and the progress key. Like I wanted something. I have a few different Zero-One figures over there. I have 2 other Rising Hopper figures that are completely different on my shelf aside from this big one. And now I have Zero-Two. I do have the Izu progress key. I might pose them with Zero-Two's driver and that, but here they are together, Aruto and Izu, ready to save the world and defend human gears alike. Wow. They'd be really good for a thumbnail, actually. I don't really have too much to say. I hope you all enjoyed the photos and everything. These two, again, just make me very, very happy. Kamen Rider Zero-One is something that I need to rewatch again, including the movie. I've never seen the V cinemas. I heard they're terrible, and I'm excited to watch them because I just want to get them out of the way. Yeah, so there's really not much else for me to say. If you look on the channel, there is a video that I made on, it's called Lost in Forgiveness. It's about the last few episodes of Kamen Rider Zero-One. If you want to give that a look, I'd really appreciate it. It's a nice little video essay that I had a lot of fun making because it let me just pour my heart out for the show and how it ended the series. So check that out if you can, if you would like to. There's a lot of Power Rangers, Dino Thunder content right now on the channel you can check out, as well as a lot of Barney stuff. So make sure you subscribe if you enjoy those, and let me know what you want to see next because I love making Zero-One type stuff. So if you want to see more Kamen Rider stuff, Power Ranger stuff, Barney stuff, like whatever it may be, just let me know in the comments and I will definitely read them, definitely respond. A jump to the sky turns to take off toward a dream. See you! Andrew, Brandon, Caroline, Daisy, Donnie, Emilia, Gwen, Helen, Ian, Jake, Junior the Hedgehog, Common J, Caitlin, Matthew, Megley, Mia T. Toon, Nerdy Disney, our friend Barney, Prima Donna. Thank you to all of my lovely patrons for boarding my rainbow line. See you!